Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy, Neohadou, and Neohadou's Corner. Welcome to the channel. Now, hopefully, it's not picking up the thing in the background. I'm trying to pick the perfect time to do this, and well, this was the only time I got. Notice this is a different setup. It's no longer on top of my freezer. You know, a YouTuber got to do what a YouTuber creator got to do. Y'all thought I was gone. Yes, I'm still missing more than half my gear for the gaming channel and more than half my gear for the corner channel, which is where this is going to be posted. And that's fine. But here we are. Today, I was going through the local area here because I no longer have access to Tamashi Nation. So we're going to have to make do with what we have. But it doesn't mean that we have trash, though. Today, we have our boy Rengoku from Demon Slayer. Kyojuro Rengoku. Right there. And you can see a little stamp of approval there. If you're buying these figures or you don't see a Bluefin stamp or Tamashi Nation quality stamp, do not pay the price that they're asking for this Sh.figuarts line. Don't do it. You're getting ripped off. Now, if you're doing it for another line, which we're going to eventually start doing, is starting to get figures from different lines and stuff as we get more into it. By all means, I'm going to do the research on those too. Don't worry. We got you. So, nice box here. You know, a little backstory for him. I just love the presentation for these boxes. A little backstory for this guy. In a little bit. Hold on. We're going to unbox him. Gonna struggle with the unboxing for a little bit. Then we're going to get to the backstory of this character. He's one of my favorite characters of the show. All right. And we're back. And we got the unboxing. So we're going to do that right now. Boom. So for those who haven't watched Demon Slayer. Oh, see? They got the little... I love when the boxes for SH Figuarts. We're going to keep that in. So I've been tired. I've been doing doubles and triples to try to afford all this. What I love about SH Figuarts is, for those of you that don't know, the NECA line, which I have a few figures of those, if those weren't given away already from my stock that I was piling up at my old place. I hope not, because I had a few good ones. And for my other SH, you don't really have to heat them up. They pretty much, for the most part, come fully posable out of the box. Now, this guy here, he ran a pretty penny, but he's like one of my favorite characters. I have two favorite characters, both near and dear in my heart in this anime. If you haven't seen it, it is Rengoku here. I'll show you the packaging while I'm talking. It's Rengoku, and the second character is Zenitsu. Now, Rengoku is different because Rengoku is what you call a Hashira. And in Demon Slayer, they all have different levels. Hashira is the highest level. If you watch the show, you know what happens to him. And if not, I suggest you kind of scrub through the video to when he's standing back up if you don't really want spoilers and you want to get back into it. But the long short of it is, he's a Hashira that was assigned to hunt a demon. And he's a user of the flame. Is it the flame style? I think it's the flame style. Because there's two different elements in that anime. Two different sword styles that use flames. I know one is flame and I believe the other one's sun. Or something like that. But he's the flame Hashira. And notice his sword handguard from the other video. It looks familiar, doesn't it? Well, that's because, and hopefully you're still not here watching this video if you didn't watch the anime and you wanted to watch it. He passes away. He passes away. He fights a upper moon demon, and while protecting 3 of the other characters and working with them, he met his demise to that demon, and that demon's name is Akaza. And the anime episodes in the movie I'm referring to is Demon Slayer, well, the Japanese name, which I cannot enunciate correctly because, you know, accents, and I'm super tired. Mugen Train is Demon Slayer Mugen Train. And he was the Hashira that was assigned to help Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu. They achieved their main focus in actually getting the demon. And, well, the main demon that was there, because the demon turned out to be putting people underneath hypnosis and going into their dreams with helpers and pretty much destroying the people from within their dreams. And, you know, Tanjiro ended up using Talk no Jutsu because, you know, he's kind of the Naruto archetype. To get the human helpers of the demons to, like, kind of show them a way to set them free. While Rengoku's over here putting belt to ass and is destroying demons left and right during that whole little debacle. At the end of the Mugen Train, you think it's over, they defeated the demon, they figured out the demon's secret. Go and watch it. This is just a little rough synopsis. Another demon named Akasa shows up. And Akasa is an upper moon. And they go by ranks too. Upper moons is like second to Muzan, and they have their own ranking system. I forgot what his exact number was. But this dude Akaza and this dude Rengoku was boxing, bro. Like, son. When you're bored and you're on YouTube, go look up Rengoku versus Akaza. It's Akaza. I believe that's how you spell his name. Look that joint up. The soundtrack, fire. The choreography, fire. This is what made me make me like one of the characters, which is this one right here, Rengoku, that's on the table. But at the end, Rengoku was made an offer. He refused the offer. Akaza cut him down. And then that was the end of Rengoku, which is really sad because I really like this guy. But that's the end of the Mugen Train episodes and movie. Or you could technically say it's the OVA. A little bit finicky on that. But, all right. Synopsis over. Story time over. Let's set them up so we can continue on this video. If you wanted to skip to where he's standing up and I no longer spoil the story. So, boom. That's how he looks in the... Ooh. That's the one thing I don't like about the packaging at times. It's like when you stand him back up without the front, all the pieces fall out. But this is him out of the packaging. And his personality type is live life to the fullest. Live it like it's your last day. And see, oh my gosh, oh my, the articulation. Good God Almighty! Look at this. Oh, yo, I just fell in love. I just fell in love. Like, I literally just legit fell in love. All right, let's stick on to it. This is Rengoku. This is default Rengoku. This cape, you can actually pose it. They got some pegs in here that you can pose it. You know, and shout out to Sh.figuarts. I love their figures because you don't have to heat them up with a hair dryer and stuff like that, and you could do most of the poses you see in the anime from them. Not saying that all the other, you know, figures that I'm gonna come across are gonna be bad, but you know, NECA, you gotta hate those joints up, bro. And then you be fighting for your life if you don't. Sidebar. All right, so we have the sword scabbard here, and don't make the same mistake that I did, which is trying to put the full sword in the scabbard. It's not gonna work. All right. So I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna sit him down. Sit him down. Just like I did Tanjiro in the other video. I'm gonna sit him down. And we're gonna take this. You're gonna see there's a little hole in there. If it ever. There we go. There's a little hole in there. Right? And there's a peg on his left side. So you're gonna go, you can sit him down, stand him up, do whatever. You're just gonna apply a little bit of pressure. I cannot stress this enough. A little bit of pressure. And it kind of just snaps in. Don't put full force and then be like, Neo, I broke the figure. I follow your instructions. No. Little bit of force, bare minimum. The first time is going to be kind of hard. And it should snap right in. You should hear the audible click. Now I'm going to put the sword, which has the little nub in it. Okay. I'm going to show the camera's going to pick it up. Sword has a little nub. That goes into the scabbard. So all intents and purposes right now, we can just do this real quick. See, oh my God, the coat, the cape. Well, his is more like a cape than anything. Everyone else had a coat. Figuarts, if you're, you know, if I ever, with this side of the community, ever, you know, get monetized and you guys want to send some stuff over to this channel at least. You know, I'm not against that. I'm not against that. This joint is hard though. Hold on. Because Tanjiro's was way more easier. Alright, so I'm going to point the sword a little bit more farther forward. Because this sword is just not going into the scabbard. Wait a minute. Oh, that's because I was putting it in wrong. Okay. Should go in now. Yep. Okay, perfect. You can't really put his sword side by side like the other figures because of how the handguard is. And that's fine. But this is what I mean by flexibility. Look at that. Out the box flexibility. Look at that. Look at the joints. Look at the joints. Toe joints. Toe joints. They're a little bit stiff, but what I like about Figuarts is when you use them a bit, you don't really have to heat them up. They become a little bit looser over time. See what I'm talking about? Do a little bit. I don't have the action stands with me. I'm planning on trying to get the rest of that stuff from where I was living at within the next 2 weeks. I know I said that 2 weeks ago, but within the next 2 weeks, I gotta go do an oil change on my car, and I can't drive my car that distance to try to see if that stuff survived over there. So, boom, boom, boom. That's how my boy looks. you know. I kind of wonder if he has that thing on it. Yes, he does. He has that thing on his back. There's a sign on all the Demon Slayer. You know. Boom. All the Demon Slayer uniforms have the insignia on it. Okay. Boom. All right. Boom. All right, Rengoku, you gonna have to stand up a bit. All right. See, I just love the way that you can just. I could do this for hours, just literal hours. Trying to stand him up though. He doesn't have the same joints that Tanjiro has. So posing him is going to be a little bit more difficult because the cape does have weight. So right now, I think the pose I'm going to do. Just give me this. Give me this. Boom. Have him looking at the camera. Bro. No, you want, sir, I'm going to need you to cut it the hell out. Okay, boom. Now, boom. So, let's see, we count. This all fell out of sequence here, so let me pull these out the camera here. A little bit, just a little bit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Pull his sword, boom. Okay. All right, so he has a couple of hands, like usual with the fig arts. Has the open palms. I'll put those right in front of him. Usually with things like this, these open palms, I would do a pose where like he's sitting like this, but the hands are on his thighs. He has two gripping hands. Put them on the same side. Boom. So two open palms, two gripping hands. He has two grabbing hands. I'm going to say those are grabbing hands. He has weapon hands, which is the closed fist with the space in between them. Kind of rested hands, like they're resting. And then more active hands, which is like he's trying to catch something. Okay, then he has a whole bunch of faces. Oh, this is the old one. Okay, so boom. This got a couple of faces here. Nah, you don't zoom in on that. There we go. Got the angry face, expressive face right there. He generally has this type of face when you first meet him, so don't think he's an angry guy. He's kind of a peaceful hippie type. Got the I want to say like stern normal face. Then you're gonna see him laughing a lot when you watch the episode, so he has that type of face. Happy face. On top of the face that's already right there, the default face that came out the box. And then he has the damage face. There we go. Now, this figure ran me a pretty penny. I'm not gonna lie. But I am a very big fan of Demon Slayer, so I had to. But technically, right now, I'm not gonna count the Chandro that's on the channel because, again, it's at my old place, and I do not know what the status is on that. Hopefully, I can go check on that and get everything that I had before and bring that up here. But yeah, we have Rengoku. I actually love him a lot. Love him a lot. Just everything set up. I'm using a new setup. Hopefully this will be like one of my last upgrades because I ran through a whole bunch of stuff. But this is Rengoku. This is everything that he pretty much comes out. He got the 2 resting hands, 2 weapon sort of gripping hands, the reaching out hands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 faces, not including the face he comes out with. And then he has a sword scabbard, the peg sword, and then the actual sword here. Pretty good figure, pretty solid. I think my favorite figure out of all of them right now, because I just started collecting the sword characters. I'm honestly gonna say is Tanjiro. I think he's my favorite one out of the ones that I started collecting. But let me know if you're thinking about picking up this figure. Also, let me know. Drop a like, share, subscribe. If you lean with it, rocking with this channel. I know I started this channel like what, last year? And like funds were not copacetic at the time, so like everything was a little bit sparse and stuff. But we're also working on that. If we can get to monetization, we can start investing back into it. But right now, this is coming out of pocket. Shameless plug here. Anyway, if you want to see me gaming, come over to the Neohadou channel. We'll love to have you. But viewer discretion is advised. We do curse on that channel. Just FYI. I have no filter when I'm playing games. Other than that, we got another one coming up because I kind of went on a shopping frenzy. But like I said, we are gonna catch you all later. Peace out. Nothing but love. Catch y'all later. Peace.